Zone starts now. Sponsored by U.S. Cellular.
Game day started off on a high note for Mizzou football coach Eli Drinkwitz to the tune of a 2-year contract extension. However, the ending left a bit to be desired. The Tigers did not follow up last week's top 25 upset with another win this week, as quite a few games against Kentucky have. This one ended in controversy. Military Appreciation Day for MU out at Faroe Field in front of about 61,000 fans. Defense showed up quickly as usual. Cats in the red zone. Will Levis feeling the pressure, and Realish George gets Mizzou's first sack of the game, and it's not going to be the last. Seconds later, Kentucky still manages a score on the first drive. Levis hits Dane Key in the end zone. 7-0 Wildcats. MU makes it a 7-3 ball game. Now things get chippy here. Levis making a run to the outside. He's going to be pushed out by Trajan Jeffcoat, and then chaos erupts. A lot of shoving over there, but Mizzou defensive tackle Josh Landry was the only player to receive an unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense holding strong in the first. Levis trying to get out of the way, but Joseph Charleston all over him. Tigers had 6 sacks today. Fourth quarter now, 14-3 Kentucky, but Mizzou finds the end zone. Brady Cook makes his way through the pile to tumble in for the touchdown. Failed 2-point conversion, and it's going to be 14-9. Next possession, offense keeping it rolling. Cook downfield finds Luther Burden open. Tigers marching down the field. Brady Cook's going to finish this drive too. QB keeper bouncing off defenders and in for 6. The 2-point conversion this time is going to be good. And just like that, the Tigers go up 17-14. Now the Cats end up getting up 21-17, and you can't have a Kentucky game without controversy. A little over 2 minutes left. Over the punter's head, Colin Goodfellow tries to make up for it, and Rockbridge alum Will Norris takes him down at the 1. That's going to be called roughing the punter. 15-yard penalty took any win out of the sails for Mizzou. Tigers fall to Kentucky for the second straight year, 21-17. Offensively, both of these teams stayed pretty even throughout this game, but the MU defense shined through. DJ Coleman led the group with 9 tackles and a half of a sack. ABC 17 sports director Natalie Jones was at today's game and has more from the team.
It has been a week with a lot of big news for the Mizzou football team. Defensive coordinator Blake Baker received a contract extension, and then just this morning, right before kickoff, head coach Eli Drinkwitz received one of his own. So, of course, the Tigers would love to come out here, cap all that off with a win against what's really become a rivalry against Kentucky. But as has been the story in so many games this year, the loss really came down to one big play in the fourth quarter. That's a roughing the punter call. A call in which the team themselves really couldn't explain.
How a guy can still be a protected punter 50 yards down the field and how our guy is supposed to know that he can't tackle him is beyond me. But I'm sure I'll get an explanation, and I'm sure it'll defend him, and we'll go from there.
I talked to the ref, and he said that once the punter gets back in punter motion, he has to tip the ball instead of hitting the punter. So, I told Will keep his head up, man.
Nobody feels he did anything wrong. Everybody on that team, is probably doing the same thing Will did in that situation. That's a free ball at the end of the day.
Mizzou does still need 2 more wins in order to become bowl eligible this season, so there are 3 games left on the schedule. And next week, I'm going to warn you guys, it's a doozy. It's top-ranked Tennessee at Neyland Stadium. That game will kick off at 11 a.m. For now, reporting outside of Faroe Field, Natalie Jones, ABC 17 Sports.
Full interviews from after today's game can all be found on our website at abc17news.com.